Hey guys, Joe Madden here, the Joe Madden Sports Podcast, joined this afternoon by Mike Palm, VP of Operations for Circa. Mike, welcome back to the show.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be on. I was a little intimidated today when I saw the lineup. Always tough to follow Jay Cornegay, like with a football contest.
You two are some of the top in the industry. I'm so honored to have both of you on the same day.
Well, our director at Circa Sports, Matt Metcalf, actually worked for Jay and his team for years, both at the Imperial Palace and the Westgate. So that's quite a staff he put together, and we've benefited from all that knowledge as well.
You've got such great talent there. Jeffrey Benson is killing it over there, your operations manager. And then I heard you just hired two long-time sports book odds makers.
Yeah, we're very fortunate with Richie Baccelleri and Nick Bogdanovich, who have both come on to join our team within the last few weeks here. So, the work continues to expand. We're going to be in the Illinois market in Waukegan. We're going to Northern Nevada with Sparks, already in Iowa and Colorado as well. So there's plenty of work to go around.
It's fantastic to hear, Mike. Now, you're a family man. How do you balance everything? Because you got so much on your plate.
Well, it's not easy. There's not a lot of sleep, and especially with the newborn. So I kind of have to schedule it. My shift starts at 2 a.m. So I try to get to bed by 10 p.m. And then I have her duties from 2 a.m. until whatever time I have to leave for work, whether it's 6 a.m. or 7 a.m. or 8 a.m. But it's good quality time, and then they get to spend some time with them on the weekends here and there, coach some teams of theirs. So and then balance it with the life here at the work at VSiN and then with Circa as well. So it's challenging, but it's exciting, and I don't know if I'd trade places with anybody.
Absolutely not. And I'm sure there are some husbands that just got a smack on the arm if their wives are watching this with them, hearing that you take the shift at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's you can't just rely on your wife to do everything. You have to be involved as well, and we get to spend some quality time together, especially as I'm researching the games for the next day.
Yeah, absolutely. So lots going on there at Circa today.
There's actually filming on both levels. We're shooting a property-wide commercial that you'll see coming up here later this summer, as well as CSI, the very popular crime drama, is filming some scenes for an upcoming episode at our casino. So tons of activity here at Circa this week.
Oh, man, I wish I could be there right now. It's absolutely incredible environment that you've built there, Mike. I love it.
Well, a lot of credit to Derek Stevens and the rest of the team for his vision and being able to realize it through a pandemic. And it's certainly a must-see spot for everybody who's coming to Las Vegas.
Absolutely is. Now, I want to talk the Cy Young with you, but before we get into that, let's talk about the Circa Millions contest and when the entry's starting for that.
Yeah, we started here in May taking signups for our 2 football contests. Circa Millions for our 4th year doing this, the traditional pick 5 games a week against the point spread. And then the Circa Survivor, where it's pick a winner every week, but you can't use a team more than once. Guaranteed prize pool of $6 million on both, Joe. Incredible.
Wow.
12 million Derek's guaranteed in there. If you go a perfect year in Survivor, you get all the way through. And you don't use either the Rams or the Bengals, the 2 Super Bowl teams. He's throwing $1 million into the pot. So potentially a $13 million guarantee. There's $1,000 per entry in both contests. You can get up to 3 entries in the Circa Millions, which pays out quarterly as well, the winners, and up to 6 entries in the Circa Survivor. And proxies are available if you don't live in Las Vegas or in Nevada, because the plays have to be made from the state per gaming regulation. You can pay a proxy approximately $200, $250, $300 for the season, and they'll put the picks in for you. So we need to get to 6,000 in both contests, and we're around 200 right now between the two. Of course, it ramps up in late August, right before the football season starts. But we continue to take entries, so check it out. If you have questions about the details, go to Circa Sports.
Absolutely. And when is the cutoff?
So it's that Saturday when the NFL kicks off at 2 p.m. That Saturday is the last time to get entry. So I believe it's September 11th, with the first Sunday of the NFL action happening on September 12th.
It's hard to believe that the football season is so close, but so far away for all of us fans waiting for it to start. But when you say September 11th, that is in a blink. We're already the 8th of June.
Yeah, it's amazing that we're almost halfway through the year, Joe. Where did it go?
I don't know where it went. Probably to a lot of sleepless nights for you, Mike. But the Cy Young, we're looking at this. We've got some top fives here. What are you looking at Circa for the top fives?
It's interesting, especially the National League race here. I think that several people have really started to come on here, and all the Padres pitchers have been great, right? And we're a big sponsor of the Padres here at Circa. But I mean, Joe Musgrove really hasn't taken a false step just yet. 50-1 before the season. He's come down now around the 10-1 range. Sandy Alcantara has been terrific. He's now the second choice in the market and starts tonight for the Marlins against the Nationals. He's a $2 favorite here. But against that AAA lineup that the Nats are putting out there, I'd look to bet the team total on the Nats under 3 or 2.5 even, or lay the run line with Alcantara tonight. I'm fading Corbin Burns. He's still the favorite and the reigning Cy Young winner in the National League, but I don't think his control is what it was last year. We saw him get lit up against the Padres Friday night. Last year, he struck out 50, Joe, before he even walked a batter. We haven't seen that to be the case this year.
Yeah.
His teammate, Freddie Peralta, I looked at him early in the year. He's had some issues, some injury issues. Josh Hader, their star reliever, finally blew a save last night. Finally gave up an earned run for the first time in like 40 appearances, giving up 2 solo home runs to the Phillies and blowing that save last night. And then don't sleep on Zach Wheeler. He tumbled a little bit after a couple rough starts for the Phillies. He's coming on. Velocity's back up there. He's an outside candidate at 16-1, Joe.
Okay, that's good to hear. Any thoughts on my Toronto Blue Jays, Kevin Guzman here?
Well, I don't like Guzman that well. I like Alek Manoah, who was terrific again last night.
He was.
Gausman, he's a have arm will travel, right? He goes from here to there with the contracts. I think Manoah, with his ability to throw the ball, Gausman relies more on the splitter and the slider. I think Manoah, his fastball's been right. He wins again last night in Kansas City. He was 100-1 before the season started. I wouldn't count him out. Nestor Cortez has obviously been great for the Yankees. We'll see him tonight in Minnesota. I'm more of a fade Garrett Cole guy. I don't like to bet on those short shots. Verlander was great again. If he can keep this up at his age, he'll garner a lot of attention and a lot of votes as well. And I got a guy at 100-1 before the season started with the Astros. Framber Valdez. He's won his last 5 starts. Crafty left-hander with that big breaking ball. Don't sleep on him as well, Joe.
Yeah, definitely can't sleep on him. Now let's talk some hockey. I love chatting you about hockey. The New York Rangers. Am I going to be crazy to be betting them again in the Garden for the next game? Because I took them the last 2 in Tampa. Hurt my wallet for sure.
It's amazing how in the Stanley Cup playoffs, especially in the East, how much home ice has meant. But I'm a little concerned with my 26-1 ticket with the Rangers just because of, they went to Tampa and didn't score a 5-on-5 goal. I mean, the 15 shots on goal late in the second period, I don't know where they were. There weren't too many quality chances against Andrei Vasilevsky. They'll have to play much better, which they did. Really dominated 5 of the 6 periods that played at Madison Square Garden. We know that Cathedral will be rocking tomorrow night. I have to hope the Rangers can win. I'm not going to take a stand against them here. At 2 out of 3 at home. If you don't have a bet on them, isn't that an attractive series price right now? Plus 150 with home ice still for the Rangers here. And Tampa's got to get one on the road. I don't know how you pass that up in the market. We posted a series price potential Stanley Cup Final here at Circa, and we've got Colorado minus 305 against the Rangers. I think that's crazy.
That's insane. Minus 305 against the Rangers. Yeah. I don't know. I think we look at the Rangers, their goaltending abilities. I can't compare it with the Avs. The only good thing about the Avs is they are able to stop those shots on goal.
Yeah, and now they get the rest to get healthy here, able to close out the last hope for Canada there, the Edmonton Oilers. Amazingly, I thought Edmonton was at least going to get one there in Game 4 with that 3-1 lead late in the second. But Colorado gets to rest, and they get to wait and see who they're going to get. Now, against Tampa Bay, they're only a minus 190 favorite in a potential finals matchup. So a lot more respect for Tampa Bay in the lines making here than the Rangers.
So interesting there. And I loved your comments in my DMs about the problem with Edmonton. You just said Mike Smith.
Yeah. Well, I can't believe, he gives up 6. They pull him early in the second period of Game 1 for Koskinen. Remember, for the last 2 years, they've been 1 and 1A. They've been rotating them sort of like they've been platoon baseball players against right-handers and left-handers. I really thought Koskinen would get another look in that series. He never did. Will it be a regret for the Oilers? I don't know. But eventually, you got to score more goals as well. Remember, they were shut
Yeah.
out and held to 2 goals in games 2 and 3.
Oh, absolutely. We just saw a dominating game out of the Colorado Avs in that. But Mike, I want to thank you so much for joining me here on the Joe Madden Sports Podcast. Where can people follow you and everything that's happening at Circa?
Yeah, of course, you can go to my Twitter account at Mike Palm Circa, or to Circa Las Vegas on Twitter, or Poker Mike 73 on Instagram to keep up with all the latest happenings.
Absolutely. And to enter the Circa Millions contest and the Survivor contest, just over at the website, Mike?
Yeah, you can go there for all the details. You will have to come to Nevada to register at one of our properties here.
Absolutely. Always a good reason to get down to Vegas. Mike, thank you so much. Have an incredible day. And thank you so much for joining me here.
Thank you for the opportunity, Joe. Good luck to you.
Good luck to you too. Thank you.